Welcome to the Canadian Blind Hockey Podcast. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of season 2 of the Canadian Blind Hockey Podcast. I'm your host, Nico Cardarelli. We hope you enjoyed episode 6. It was really great catching up with Canadian Blind Hockey President and Canadian National Blind Hockey Team Captain, Kelly Serbu. Fantastic to hear about some of the future plans for the organization and the excitement of bringing the 2022 Summer Development Camp and National Team Selection Camp to St. Mary's University in Halifax. Today's episode is a very special one. In this episode, we're going to feature some of our biggest fans, blind hockey moms. We are going to hear from various mothers from the Canadian blind hockey community about what the sport means to them and their families. This is our way of saying Happy Mother's Day from Canadian blind hockey to all the wonderful moms in our community. In this episode, we're also going to sit down with Canadian Blind Hockey Girls and Women's Blind Hockey Coordinator, Laura Mark, and learn about the so successful first ever Girls and Women's Virtual Blind Hockey Camp presented by Canadian Blind Hockey and USA Hockey that recently took place. And hey, don't forget to check us out across our social media platforms. And now you can download the Canadian Blind Hockey Podcast on Apple Music, Spotify, and Google Play. But first, let's hear from some of the moms about the power of blind hockey in their own words, beginning with Alex Angus and Mary Ellen's mom, Denise from Mabou, Nova Scotia.
My name is Denise McCacken, and I am the mother of Mary Ellen McCacken, who plays for the Sea Kings in Halifax, and I am the mother of Alec Angus McCacken, who is a member of the Canadian Blind National Hockey Team. The sport of blind hockey means many things to my family. It brought us something to work for and to dream about. It gives us a sense of belonging. It helped make us feel whole. It brought us a family and community that gave us the gift of feeling normal. It allowed us to continue to live like every Canadian hockey family does. As a mother, it was important to me to have my kids be involved in a parasport like blind hockey because it allows them to learn life lessons the best way. It teaches them to work hard, the importance of working together, making new friends, to be graceful when you lose, and how to enjoy a well-deserved win. They have learned not to give up and to keep going even when it's hard. We've been involved with blind hockey for about 10 years. I have met other families who have blind or partially sighted children and have encouraged many of them to try blind hockey over the years. Those that do give it a try find out the sport is the bonus, the community is the gift. The people we met have become family by choice. We shared experiences, taught us and gave us a place to belong. As a parent, it reassured me that my kids will have a good life and be successful adults with maybe a partner and children of their own one day. It's a choice they will make just like everyone else's children, disability or not. It all comes down to what you do with what you have. It's given my family people to reach out to who get it. They cheer us on or give us the nudge when we need it. It helps take the edge off the fear. It's an incredible experience I don't want anyone to miss out on. I couldn't imagine raising my kids without our blind hockey community. Usually when I'm chatting with parents, you can sense the worry. It's not usually about trying the sport. It's about the fear of not being able to do it, and the social piece being accepted. I haven't met anyone who found the courage to try it, not become addicted to how the sport and community make you feel accepted and normal. Best part is hearing them shouting from the bench, cheering their kids on, and when you meet them at the end of the season, they say, "See you next season." It's an awesome feeling.
Amy Corbin, mom of Joe Fernasier.
Hi, my name is Amy. My son is Joe Fernacier. He plays for the Toronto Ice Owls and is also the youngest member of the Canadian National Blind Hockey Team. Blind hockey changed his life, I think overnight, I would say. He just to meet so many people that were going through a lot of the same things that he was, many people who were formerly sighted and then lost their vision like he did. Just seeing how capable everybody was, just the fact that it was a real competitive sport, and that it really felt like he was back playing hockey again, which he missed tremendously. He had lost his vision at age 10 and he absolutely loved hockey. And that was one of the things he said was how much he missed hockey. So, life-changing. I would say that blind hockey was life-changing for Joe, and maybe life-changing for all of us in the family, just to see him thrive and feel so happy and good about himself. I would recommend anybody who is, I would say my only thing that I was really worried about was, oh my gosh, like maybe he'll get hurt or something, and he does get hurt. And you know what? He got hurt when he could see. So sometimes you're gonna get hurt. But really, somebody on the team had said something to me once, and I really took it to heart. He said, anybody who has low vision or blind, or any sight issues whatsoever, and maybe this goes for all disabilities really, but said they will only do things they feel they're capable of. So just if he feels he can do something, just let him do it. And I always remembered that.
Jody Yokin, mom of Mason Yokin.
My name is Jody Yokin. I'm from Toronto, Ontario, and I'm the mother of Mason Yokin. Mason is 8 years old, and he's been playing on the Toronto blind hockey team since he was 4 years old. Blind hockey is so important to our family because Mason has 3 brothers, an older, a younger, and a twin brother, and they all play hockey. Hockey is such an important part of our family, and it's so important that Mason feels he has his own team to play on that includes him and adapts for him so that he can really be part of our hockey family. And he loves it. He loves that he learns how to play hockey so he can play with his brothers, but also that he has his own team to play on. As a mother, it's so important that Mason has a parasport that he can participate in because he really wants to be an athlete and he doesn't want his visual impairment to limit him or to stop him from being able to play or compete in the sport that he loves. If there's one thing I was going to tell parents who are interested in blind hockey, is that it's so much more than just hockey. It's a place where your child can go to feel included, a place that they can be surrounded by other kids who have similar difficulties to them. And also it's provided a place for me and for our family to talk about it, to be surrounded by other people, to get advice. It's become a family to us. And I don't know what I would do without blind hockey. I am so appreciative. We love it so much. Mason loves it so much. And we are so grateful and thankful to Canadian blind hockey. Thank you.
Lisette Bogoslawski, mom of Amanda Provan.
Hello everyone, I'm Lisette Bogoslawski and my daughter Amanda Provan plays for the Toronto Ice Owls blind hockey team. The impact that Canadian blind hockey has had on our family is difficult to put into words. My daughter and I have met so many incredible people and have made lifelong friendships. The blind hockey community has become our second family. Thanks to blind hockey, we've had the opportunity to take family trips across Canada and the US and have made some incredible lifelong memories. Blind hockey means so much to us, and I cannot imagine our lives without it. Blind hockey has had a positive influence on Amanda and has had an impact on every aspect of her life. It took 23 years, but because of blind hockey, Amanda has been able to come to terms with her blindness. It has taught her that she's capable of doing whatever she sets her mind to. Blind hockey has also introduced Amanda to a world of parasports, which has helped her grow as a person, as well as given her confidence and self-worth. Through parasports, Amanda has found a place where she belongs, playing the sports that she loves. If there's one thing I could tell other moms of blind or visually impaired children, it would be to encourage their child, to step on the ice and give blind hockey a try. It will give your child self-confidence, a sense of belonging, and teach them that they can be successful not only on the ice, but in every aspect of their life. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone that plays a role in Canadian blind hockey. You do make a difference in people's lives. I'd like to wish all the moms out there a happy Mother's Day.
Great stuff so far. We'll hear from more amazing moms in the blind hockey community coming up later in the show. But first, let's get to our special guest. I'm now here with Canadian Blind Hockey Girls and Women's Program Coordinator, Laura Mark. Laura, thanks for coming on the show. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Nico. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. I'm so excited to catch up with you and chat about what's been going on. And, one of the first things I want to get to is your role in the incredible Canadian Blind Hockey and USA Blind Hockey first ever girls and women's virtual blind hockey camp that was just recently hosted. So what was that experience like for you, and how do you feel the camp turned out?
It was an amazing experience. I could not have asked for it to go any better. The turnout was probably more than what I expected. We had over close to 40 participants register and attend the camp from 3 different countries, from Canada, the US, and from Finland. So the fact that we had more than just one country attend was huge for the growth of women's hockey and blind hockey as a whole. And the feedback we've gotten was so positive and so reassuring that we're doing the right thing, that this needs to happen and that we're moving in the right direction.
That's very exciting. And like you said, pretty cool that it had a bit of an international reach as well there. Now, with the camp, you co-hosted alongside USA Blind Hockey representative Doris Donnelly. Now, she mentioned that when she started in co-ed hockey, she enjoyed it, but it wasn't until she discovered women's hockey that she truly felt like she had a place in the game and hockey was for her. So, for you, why is it so important to have girls and women's blind hockey programming?
There's a few reasons. I guess the big one that comes to mind is the camaraderie between teammates. When you play co-ed, you change in a different change room than the male players. So you don't have that interaction before games or after games. All you get is the 2-minute in the change room with the team with the coach when the coach goes and does their pre-game speech and maybe after game speech. So you don't get that interaction that all the other male players get with each other. And in co-ed hockey, a lot of times there's a lot less females than there are males. So there might be just you in the change room or like 2 other people. Whereas female hockey, when it's just female hockey, you have a whole change room. You get that close bond, you get that connection, you get to be able to talk about plays before the game and after the game of what someone did good and how we can improve, and just that bond of community and family. And that's so important. And I think in co-ed hockey, a lot of people don't get to experience that as much. And just to create a safe and comfortable and fun environment for girls and women, especially anyone who's new to hockey, who's never played before, who's maybe intimidated by some of the elite male athletes who are strong and faster and just the way that girls play tend to be different than the way that males play, and just our body strength tend to be different. So just make sure that we're creating a safe place for girls and women to play, I think is one of the most important reasons why we should have a women's program and why we are creating a women's program.
Yeah, couldn't agree more with you there. Now, furthermore, to the girls and women's virtual blind hockey camp that was just recently hosted, it was an interesting one because while the group may not have physically been together on the ice, the camp was still truly a developmental camp because you and your team had put together modules on sports nutrition, mental performance from an athlete's perspective, full potential performance training, stick handling drills, and group workouts. So, why was it so important to integrate and include all these different modules?
Because hockey is not just one thing. It's not just about your athleticism. It's you have to you need to look at the whole picture. So you need to know how you need to feel your body to play or practice, and how to feel your body afterwards to recover. And a lot of people, I think, forget the mental performance side of it. That if you're not focused, if you're not determined, if you're not in the right mindset, you're not going to perform to your full potential. And that is so crucial. And I think, especially for new players, they don't maybe know where to begin with some of that nutrition or the mental performance side of it. And the fact that we had a U.S. women's national team player come and share her experience, I think was so powerful. And a lot of people, I think, really benefited from that, because a lot of people think if you're an elite player on a national team, you don't have doubts about yourself. You know how to play the game, you can play the game, but in reality, doesn't matter what level you're at, you have doubts. You think you could do better. And it's, I think, reassuring to some of the younger players and the newer players that it doesn't matter what age you are, what level of hockey you're at, you're going to have those doubts, and just to know how to work through that and have a better positive mental performance. And then the group workout is always fun because you just get to get moving and do it as a team. And so it's great to have all the different aspects, because some people are going to really like the workout, some people are going to really enjoy the nutrition. So we were able to provide something for everyone.
Oh, very cool stuff. And from the sounds of it, it seems like the girls and women's blind hockey program has now been officially launched, and it's got great momentum behind it. So congratulations to you and all the women on board there. But Laura, I'm curious, what are the next steps, and what are some of your short-term and long-term goals for girls and women's blind hockey?
For short term, and well, I guess it would be even continuous, it's just to recruit more women and girls, and to get more women and girls involved, and to know that blind hockey exists and that girls can play hockey, and it doesn't matter your age. You can be 4 years old or you can be 60. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter if you've been playing for years or never set the foot on the ice. We're here for you. And I think there's not enough promotion for women's hockey. So I think we need to promote it. And also to get some women coaches. We want women coaches so that they can relate to the players better. They understand maybe the way that they're thinking, the way that they're feeling, the way that they move. It just can relate better. My long-term goal would be, I would love for us to be able to put on a Canadian national team jersey and wear the flag on our chest and represent our country. And I think that's very doable. I mean, we had 3 different countries come to our camp and have a lot of people interested in it. And I think this is just going to grow. And I see that happening. I see an international tournament in our future for women's hockey.
Laura, before we let you go today, do you have any special Mother's Day messages that you want to pass on?
Yes, on behalf of Canadian Blind Hockey, I would like to wish all the Canadian Blind Hockey mothers out there a very special Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for always supporting us and being our biggest fans.
Fantastic stuff. Laura, thank you for doing all the hard work that you do and taking the time to join us here today.
Of course. Thank you, Nico.
Now let's hear from more great blind hockey moms, starting with Jackie Robinson, mom of Joseph Robinson.
Hi, I'm Jackie Robinson, and my son Joseph plays with Canadian Blind Hockey in the GTA Youth League and with the W. Ross McDonald School Program. From a very young age, Joseph loved the sport of hockey. and the parasport of blind hockey lets him play the sport he loves in an adaptive format that keeps the game both exciting and fun. As a mom, nothing brings me more joy than seeing my boys doing something they love. Blind hockey gives Joseph that opportunity. He's part of a team, and he gets to play the sport that we all love. To anyone with a blind or partially sighted child in their life, I encourage you to try a parasport, especially blind hockey. The organizers, coaches, and volunteers are second to none. They make everyone feel welcome and excited to try the sport we've all grown to love. We'd love to have you on our team. To all of the blind hockey moms out there, I want to wish you all a happy Mother's Day, and I'm looking forward to when we can all be together to cheer on the teams and players that we love. Until then, happy Mother's Day.
Karen Giesbrecht, mom of Zach Giesbrecht.
Hi, my name is Karen and I'm from Campbell River in British Columbia. We are honored to live, work and play on the traditional territory of the Likwita people. We have 3 children, Zach, Nolan and Aaliyah, and our son Zach, who is now 23, was diagnosed at the age of 6 with Stargardt's. Throughout his high school, elementary and high school years, he played with the minor hockey teams, and at the age of 16, he was introduced to blind hockey, meeting Matt Morrow and Mark DeMontis. He was one of the participants in the first development camp, and the friendships that were made for him during that week are lasting, and the friendships and connections and bonds that I experienced as a mother with the other parents were so powerful. Blind hockey gives kids the chance to just be themselves, to be out there and be a teammate and play the sport that they love. As a parent, if you have the opportunity and blind hockey comes to your community, go out. Even if your child doesn't want to play hockey, just go out, go watch, go meet these amazing people that are out there. You will be so happy that you did, because it's a family and it's a community like no other. On behalf of Zach and myself, to each and every one of you, moms out there, happy Mother's Day, and thank you for raising these most amazing, beautiful, resilient children that are changing the world.
Daniela Ruddle, mom to Curtis and Cassandra Ruddle.
Hi everyone, my name is Daniela and I am from Calgary. Our program here is called the Calgary Sea and Ice Dogs, and we're also lucky enough to run a children and youth learn to skate and blind hockey skills development program. Both my children, Curtis and Cassandra, play blind hockey, and they are able to go out and play with the Sea and Ice Dogs as well as participate in the children and youth program. Blind hockey means so much to our family. In fact, I think I would go so far as to say that it was an actual blessing finding it. It means that my children are able to play a sport that they love, and they can compete right alongside their peers and feel good about themselves. I think it is so important to have a pair of sports, such as blind hockey, as it gives the children an environment that they can learn in, where there's a level playing field, and they can feel safe while doing so. Another big thing is that it builds community. My kids have been able to make friends from all across Canada and into the United States. If you are a mother and you have a child who is blind or visually impaired and you've heard about blind hockey, I would tell you to find your nearest program and register your child. It will change your life. They will love it, and you will enjoy the community and everything that it brings to you. Thank you so much. Take care.
Well, we want to thank everyone for tuning into today's episode, and once again, a big shout out and happy Mother's Day to all the great moms across the blind hockey community. A reminder to follow Canadian Blind Hockey across our social media channels, and send us your emails to info@blindicehockey.com with your suggestions, as we love to hear from our community. Our next episode drops May 20th, so until then, stay tuned and stay safe. Canadian Blind Hockey programs are brought to you by our presenting partner, AMI, our national program partner, CNIB Foundation, and national partners, Daniel Family Foundation, Electra Health, and Mannion. The Canadian Blind Hockey Podcast is produced by Parasport TV.